The history of Chile is generally divided in periods, ranging from the beginning of the human settlement of the territory of present-day Chile to the present. The pre-Hispanic period corresponds to the history of the Amerindian ethnic groups in the territory, extending from around 50,000 years before Christ until the arrival of the Spaniards. Beginning in 1492, European exploration began in the Americas. In 1520, Fernando de Magallanes and his expedition were the first Europeans to arrive to Chile by the south route, the strait that today takes its name, and in 1536, Diego de Amargo commanded an expedition until the valley of the Aconcagua and the north of the present Chile. The third period corresponds to the Spanish conquest, which extended between 1536 and 1598 with the War of Arauco, during which the Spaniards were close to being exterminated by the Mapuche Indians.
Flag of Chile. The country of Chile's flag consists of two unequal horizontal bands of white and red and a blue square the same height as a white band in the canton, which bears a white five-pointed star in the center. It was adopted on October 18, 1817. The Chilean flag is also known in Spanish as La Estrella Solitaria, which means in English the Lone Star. It has a 3.2 radio between length and width. It is divided horizontally into two bands of equal size, being the lower red. The upper area is divided once in a square, blue with a single center white star and rectangle, white, whose lengths are in proportion 1.2. Article 22 of the 1980 Constitution of Chile states that all inhabitants of the Republic owe respect to Chile and its national emblems. One of them is the flag of the country. It is a felony against the public order to publicly mistreat the flag.
The culture of Chile reflects the relatively homogeneous population as well as the geographic isolation of the country in relation to the rest of South America. Since colonial times, the Chilean country has been a mix of Hispanic colonial elements with indigenous mostly Mapuche culture. The Guasos of Central Chile and their folk music and dance are central to Chilean folk culture. Even though the folk traditions of Central Chile are central to Chilean cultural and national identity. Chile is both geographically and culturally diverse, with both the North and the South having their own folk music and dance due to different indigenous peoples and immigrant groups settling there. Additionally, while some regions of Chile have very strong indigenous heritage, such as Araucania regions, Eastern Island, and Arica and Parinacota region, some regions lack considerable indigenous communities, and a few other regions have noteworthy non-Spanish European immigrant heritage.
If you go to Chile, you cannot miss these two amazing places to visit. Lauca National Park, hidden among highland landscapes, snowy mountains of Amazigh culture, being home to a unique ecosystem in the world that inhabits the amazing altitude of 4,500 meters above the sea level. Easter Island is one of the inhabited islands located at the greatest distance of any continent. It's formed by 15 gigantic sculptures and represents the moment of maximum sculptural splendor of the island, with a ceremonial platform of 220 meters in length. So when you go to Chile, don't forget to go to these two places and put a mark on your list of places to visit in the world.
Hi, I'm going to talk about Chilean food. The first one are the yulas. They are small, round biscuits like bread, rich and flaky. They are often eaten alone, although they are also perfect for Chilean sandwiches. The next one is the pastel of chocolate. This popular dish is a casserole made primarily with beef and corn. Onions, raisins, olives, or chicken may also be added to create different variations on this common dish. The next one are the arroz con leche. This sweet pudding is mainly made of rice and milk and is served as a dessert. Well, now you know the popular dishes in Chile. You can eat it and enjoy it. Thank you.